All right, Pop YouTube, how's it going? This is the One More Game podcast. I think we're on episode 10 now. I think we hit double digits finally. Jesus Christ, took us way too fucking long to get here.
Yeah,
But
milestone.
nonetheless, we're here. We're here now. Uh,
We here.
Introducing your host. This is the normal fucking cast a bunch. Myself, Daustakis, Thomas, whatever the fuck you want to call me. Uh, Charlie HD, Charles over here. On the far
Word.
side of him is Hassan, or G Money as he goes by in the fucking Discord. All right.
Man.
We have Hayden. I'm not even gonna even attempt to fucking pronounce his shit.
It's Kyle High.
Dude, it's so easy.
It's
Uh,
not hard, dog.
Yeah, but see, Charles, you've been around him long enough to know how to pronounce it. I have not. So we're just gonna move on past that, and we have Vinikills and
Hey there, it's me.
fucking Zerk Panda, or whatever fucking foe, or whatever the fuck you want to call him.
About fucking time.
About fucking time.
Yeah,
Hey man, hey.
kind
Hey,
of
man.
ducking out on us for a good like.
No,
five
so-
episodes.
So look, no,
No,
in his defense, he's been trying to make a bag. So I'm not gonna complain.
I know, I'm just joking.
Trying to cop a bag, homie.
My man's just trying to make a bag. So I'm gonna kick this off with a question that Hayden, Charles, and I were kind of discussing about earlier, and I'm curious to see what the rest of y'all think. Right?
Mhm.
So we were discussing how like Microsoft made like a major fucking money move when it came to purchasing Activision, because that's a AAA title, or AAA titles per se. And they also signed some fucking joint thing with Nintendo.
Oh yeah, they're gonna bring over like Call of Duty over to the Switch now.
So yeah, that being a thing, right?
I mean,
And so we got to talking on the subject, because these two have been playing GTA, and I was in the middle of downloading it again for like however many fucking time I've downloaded this shit.
This fucking
Um, is like on the hypothetical chance, let's say Sony just gets a wild hair up their ass and is like, okay, well, they bought out Activision. They genuinely thought that buying Bungie was going to be worth a fuck, but clearly not.
well, yeah, I can tell you about a funny story about why they bought Bungie. Actually,
What
they
happened there?
bought him not. I looked it up, but apparently they bought Bungie. It was just simply for just so they could help them like make movies. That's simply it. Nothing really too
Mm,
significant, like making new games or nothing.
and then,
So
Right.
but we were like, in the hypothetical chance that Sony gets the wild hair up their ass and makes it to where they buy out Rockstar and make them exclusively produce Rockstar games on PlayStation.
um,
Is it do they fumble the bag there, or do they keep it, or do they keep it going?
the thing is, though, like they already have like a bit of a relationship with like Sony to begin with, so acquiring them, I feel like that would probably like they would lose like a good chunk of their revenue, since the fact is that most people just
It's
tend
in
to
the
like.
bag, bro.
The thing is, though, is like they make more money by just releasing their games on other platforms. Because again, like GTA 5 still remains as like one of their top sellers here on
That's that
PC.
microtransaction shit.
It's
Yeah.
but see, look, this is what I brought up, and you guys can definitely correct me if I'm wrong. But look, hear me out. Let's say hypothetically they buy out Rockstar, right?
Yep.
If Rockstar brings out nothing else for whatever reason, and the only thing they do is pump updates out for GTA 5, basically making it to where PlayStation gets all the brand new updates, but yet everything else that currently has GTA 5 just doesn't get shit. Wherever they're at now is wherever they're at.
I
Okay.
mean,
That's
like
what they did to the 360 when the new 360 and PlayStation 3 to whenever
Oh,
the new
yeah.
consoles came out. Like they
No,
still
that's
have the
a-
T20. That's the best car they got.
But
Oh,
like,
really?
but my thing is like, obviously that's not enough to keep kind of revenue afloat. So
Mhm.
in the potential chance of them releasing GTA 6, could that keep them going? Or would they still fall under?
Other than the fact that they already have like a huge dub now for now having Discord now.
Well, Microsoft also has Discord too, so it's not really like they didn't really like buy it. All they did is just like, hey, just have your app
It's
over and
Put an
over.
app on
Like,
there,
submit it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like even like if so, like that's pretty great for them though.
It's kind of how Apple is like, all right, we're gonna sell wireless headphones. Then just to sell a fucking wire to do not lose your fucking headphones.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna fucking hold you. I have not bought them shits, and I will not.
Buy what?
No.
It is
So-
dumb.
So to explain it to you, Victor, obviously Apple has their AirPods, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm not exactly sure how factual this is. It could be just a fucking troll that someone fucking made, or it's a legitimate
is.
thing.
Absolutely a troll.
But there is a thing where like people like it was like a thing that Apple sold separately. It was basically the cord to go between both AirPods. This way you never lost them.
They made that?
Cord.
That's a
Wait,
thing?
what?
So
Cords?
AirPods, as you know, are wireless. They're meant to be wireless. There's supposed to be no cord to it, right? But then the video started with like basically a bunch of people saying that they kept losing their AirPods or they kept falling out of their ears, and that's why they kept losing them. So they got like a small cord to kind of go around your neck that you could just plug into the bottoms of your AirPods. This way, if they fell out for whatever reason, you couldn't lose them. They were still there.
Yeah, just kind of hanging.
Oh, dumb.
So
Like a little tether thing.
kind of. So I wouldn't. It's strange. I feel like it's a troll. I don't feel like that's because, to be entirely truthful with
It
you, that's
has to
fucking
be. There's
like
no
that.
way.
Like that's got to be something like somebody fucking made up because that's fucking stupid. That's the
Well,
dumbest shit.
I mean, it's just kind of like, what's the actual point now of having
Get
like,
corded headphones.
yeah,
It's
Or
just
get
ridiculous.
the fitness ones that just have the band that wraps around it so they don't fall off your ear.
Yep.
Exactly.
It's just it's a tad ridiculous. I ain't gonna fucking front. But nah. So
Very ridiculous. But yeah,
so
man,
how-
the
so-
acquisition basically. Yo.
so how are things, guys? How's it going? What's popping? Fo, we haven't talked to you in a while. What's popping?
shitty. No pun intended.
All right, nah, hold on. Charles, do you want to tell that?
Oh, I'll be
No.
more than happy to tell that shit.
Actually,
right
you
the
know,
fuck
I don't even
now.
know why I asked that. Your bare ass is on the podcast. Go for it.
All
Go
right,
for it.
y'all. So
Yeah.
listen, this morning at work, right? I had the severe case of the shits.
Yeah,
Like
bubble
I'm
guts.
talking about severe. I'm talking about I went to the bathroom like 7 to 8 times today.
Goddamn bubble
like-
guts.
At work, right?
Pain, man.
And
Pain.
so I had to go to the fucking bathroom like bad. Like I was about to shit myself, right?
Mhm.
Everybody was fucking using the goddamn bathroom. All the goddamn doors were locked. And so, you know what? My ass could not fucking hold it no more. My ass shit myself at work.
Oh man.
And
Oh nah.
so my ass had to drive my happy ass home, get new fucking pants, wash my ass
Oh no.
because all the goddamn doors were locked.
Oh.
So yeah.
Mother.
And then when I returned to work, I cut my fucking pinky with a brand new razor blade.
Oh,
Oh.
no, bro.
So my day has been an L.
Not your day, bro.
No, I am
Oh,
not having a good day.
Man, it has some straight stank.
But yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Goddamn
that was
stanky
my
tank.
goddamn day.
Man, my man had the stanky booty. Fuck, man.
He gives a whole new meaning to swamp ass.
Damn.
Oh, damn. Damn, that's unfortunate.
Dude, it fucking sucked, dude. I
Like
was
everybody
so
was in
fucking
there.
pissed.
Everybody was just shit buddies in there, huh?
Oh nah, bruh. Shit buddies. What?
Bro,
They had their holding hands singing fucking kumbaya,
Dude,
taking
here's
a
what I'm
shit.
saying.
Here's the thing. A lot of so many people literally go to the fucking restroom to waste time.
Me,
Mhm.
and then watching.
me as fuck.
FaceTime, hug
Yep.
offs.
Get a little smoke break.
Literally, like hit their vape for fucking 10 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man, my ass me go to the bathroom. I go in there to take a shit, and I be fucking off my phone for a cool minute. I ain't gonna fret. My ass be done. I'm just sitting there on my phone.
Nah, man. The thing about I can't go boo boo in public like that.
I can't.
It's hard.
I don't trust like
Nah, bro,
public
I can't
seating
do
either,
public
man.
restrooms, dude. Like I gotta have the privacy of my own home to take a
I
fat shit in.
agree.
See,
Yeah.
I'm
see,
like
for
a
Same,
Nah,
man.
to-
because you are very vulnerable when you're on the toilet, bro. Like there's nothing.
Yeah.
no, I see. I know, but look, right. So here's the thing, right? I work at a chicken place, and and the food that we make somehow, some fucking way, fucking flies through me. Don't know why, but I
Yeah,
go
we
on
got that
break, like I.
happening in this town.
Well, no, like I go on break, I eat my food, and about an hour later, I gotta shit. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, I'm gonna be sitting here the rest of the day, fucking holding it back. Nope, nope. Especially during breakfast. Breakfast is when it's worse. If breakfast be hitting me, and I'd be like, gotta go.
It's time to leave.
I'm like, it's time to skedaddle.
God
It's
damn, bro.
it's tragic. It's fucking tragic, is what it is. Nah. So,
Really.
Victor, I don't know if you have been playing it yet, but me, Charles, and Hayden definitely have been. Sons of the Forest.
Have not yet.
We have a goddamn sword.
Okay, but the katana was in the forest.
Yeah, it was in the
Sword.
original game.
A sword. I don't give a shit. It's a black sword.
But I will say, they did add some other fucking off the wall random dainty shit, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why is this in here? But okay, because like you could pick up a guitar and use that shit as a weapon. Golf club. You can actually go golfing. Believe it or not.
You can actually go golfing, yeah.
Like they have a golf course. You can pick up golf balls and go golfing.
Ooh, before I forget, Thomas, I saw something today. They did developer Q&A. They are talking about adding some form of transportation. They didn't hint at golf carts directly, but they were asked if they were going to add a golf cart, and they said we're not going to get into it because we don't want to promise anything that we can't keep. But they're working on something cool. They said for transportation because they know how big the map is. And they're adding the log cart. The log cart got is confirmed getting added.
I was about to say, I did see that was the log cart. I was like, that shit.
Log cart confirmed added, but they are talking about some form of transportation. They want it.
Because we
And they know
need
we want it.
we need that log cart something bad. Because
No, they honestly they said when in the Q&A they were like, honestly, we were gonna try and leave it out just for the sole fact of like, I don't know what they were thinking. I don't remember exactly what they said, but they were gonna try and just leave it out, maybe for like, I don't know, the style of the game that they were going for. I'm not sure. But then so many people have been complaining about it that they were like, all right. And they straight up said after that, they were like, keep doing that. They were like, keep posting shit on the Steam Workshop because anything you want, like if there's enough people that want it, they're going to add it. Like they're not scared to, is that type of thing. They want to
Someone
make
who
the best
listens to the
possible
fucking
PC game.
people.
They want to make the best possible PC game. That's literally what they said at the end of the Q&A.
well, because fuck, with the recent games that have just came out in the past 3 months. I mean, fuck, we have Hogwarts Legacy that came out. That game is fucking goated. What
Fucking mods on that is fucking hilarious.
Speaking of
Mods on
games,
that.
I got one to say for this after we're done with this conversation. Go ahead.
I was gonna say like a Dragon Ishin came out, which is really good. And then we have Resident Evil. It's gonna come out later this month.
Yup.
See, I mean,
Hell yeah.
we have a lot of bang. It's been 3 months. It's been 3 months, and we've got bangers.
Are you ready for this banger that I'm about to say?
What you got?
I actually cried. I straight up fucking cried. Like, and not the only reason I cried. You'll understand when I say it, but like, they're bringing back Tenkaichi, Budokai,
Oh yeah, I saw
Dragon
that.
Ball.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw that shit too.
Like, dude, like that's my fucking childhood, bro. Fucking Budokai 1, 2, and 3 on the fucking on the PlayStation. That shit was crazy.
Fucking
dude.
Carl heard that shit and he screamed. He's done busted a load in his pants.
Dude, I'm so for real, bro. Tenkaichi like 4, bro. I'm so down for that. They showed like, if you seen the trailer for it, the trailer gave me chills because I was like, wait, why the fuck? It's like it straight up shows on like a old school ass boxy TV, you know, one you'd put a PlayStation 2 into, and it's the old games. It's like old gameplay footage, but you're in like this dark ass room looking at a boxy TV. and then it just it shows Goku powering up in like the old games, and then it switches to the new game, and it's like, what the fuck? The graphics are
Yo, what?
insane, dude. Like the transition gave me straight chills. I was like, bruh. I don't know,
What's
bro. They're trying to do they're gonna do something. I don't know.
I think I played Budokai 2, I believe, when I was like a kid. That was no, actually no, yeah, like when I was just a fucking like a single digit fucking age. My cousin like bought a GameCube. I think I remember he bought that one. I can't remember which one it was, but I tried to play story mode and I was stuck on this one part where you were like Super Saiyan Goku and Frieza was like Super Saiyan as well. And you're like you start off with like half health and you're like under a time limit. You have to like beat Frieza. I kept fucking
Yep.
dying in that part.
Dude, that the fucking game, the one thing about that game, it was not easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fucking fighting mechanics in that game are something else though. That's why I'm really glad that they're bringing it back, cuz I kind of hope they take the old core fighting mechanics, cuz that was it's like one of the hardest games to get a hang of. Like it actually took skill to play that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I actually, when it comes to fighters,
Mhm.
I kind of enjoyed them. There's one
I
motherfucker
do.
that I will never ever.
Carl.
He irritates the
Carl.
living piss out of me, and God.
Dude. Oh my god, the time when we all were trying to play Killer Instinct is probably my favorite.
Playing any fighter against Carl was the stupidest shit on the planet because this man lived and breathed fighters.
No.
Yeah.
Play me in Naruto Ninja Storm 4.
He
Oh,
would smoke
Chuck,
you.
don't even go there. I would.
He-
Look, I would probably be able to. I would not. I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna cap. I could probably go ones with Carl and Naruto Ninja Storm. Not even
No
kidding.
lie,
If
though.
I get to use how am I forgetting his name? Chuck, you
Shisui.
know him, Shishui. Yeah. If I get to use Shishui, bro, I could probably 3-0 him if I got back into it.
But nah,
Man.
No lie,
fucking.
though.
I just need one character.
You know what's funny though?
Brought some
Now that you
pan
mentioned,
bitch ass.
no, it's funny though. Now that you mentioned fighters, well, actually no. I'll probably hold on to this later. I'll just bring it up here later. But what I will say this though is that I'm surprised that Carl has not like bothered like getting into like the FGC or whatever because I feel like that would be like something that's meant for him. To be honest with you.
Oh, Tony?
Hmm?
Nah, I don't think he really likes doing that shit. He just likes fucking playing fire just to play
He doesn't.
fighter.
He
He
doesn't like the
j-
competitive part of it.
Yeah,
I know that like.
You know, his
Carl just likes
perfect
playing
ideal
fighters against the
game,
boys so he can flex.
Mhm.
he likes
Fair.
playing fighters with quest line.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Oh.
Yeah, the ones
Uh,
with quest lines are better because you're not just sitting there mindlessly. Just fighters are boring, bro. Like there's no way around it. Like fighters are probably one of the most boring games ever, unless they're like sole purpose is to make it like the coolest fighter ever. And at that point, you got something like Jump Force, but that flopped.
That fucking
hold on.
flopped hard.
Yeah.
Wait, is that wait,
Damn.
was that what you, wait? So god damn it! So I'm getting myself confused here. Is that what you mean by fighters? Is just like the has like the whole 3D space and all that?
Just any like type of like game where it's melee combat, like I guess ranged combat, like where it's like magic powers in a sense. Because that's why I'm saying like Jump Force to an extent. Because yeah, there are a lot of melee users, but like a Kamehameha beam is like it's a Kamehameha beam.
Yeah.
Or like,
Fucking
I mean, like shit like Mortal Kombat or, shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, okay. No, I thought that you guys were like differentiating like what's it called? Like those kind of like 3D spaces a bit more. I don't know, but anyway.
I mean, even the 3D spaces still technically count as a fighter.
Yeah,
it's
they
just
count.
not. It's just not on a 2D plane. It's just
Yeah,
3D.
3D plane.
yeah, no, but it's just like when you mentioned like it was just something similar to like Jump Force, like how you mentioned it, that kind of 3D like space. You know what I mean? Like a Tekken or like Dead or Alive, I can understand those.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But nah,
Better Alive is amazing.
Jump Force
That'll be
fucking
good.
flopped hard. I remember. I
Damn.
remember
I will
they were showing commercials for that shit, and Charles and I were hype as fuck. We're like, bro, that shit
Right.
look gas as fuck. And then Charles got it, and like he played that shit for like a week
Pass.
and then never touched it.
I played it for
I-
a day and I never touched
bought
it.
it.
I played it
Well,
one time.
because for some reason, like at the very start, it was hard as fuck to
You
pass
know,
just the
you
first
couldn't
fucking
get
person.
you couldn't get past the second mission. It was literally bugged, and they even came out with that on like publicly. They were like, "Yeah, we don't know why it's so hard." I was like, "Why the fuck didn't you test it?
It's a
How did you
second
not
mission,
test
bro.
this?
It's
How
like
did you
right
not
there.
test this?"
It's like right
Wait,
there. How
second
did y'all
part?
not?
Like, you literally could not get past the second mission, so you couldn't do anything, and the whole game is based around like leveling up your main character and getting all the other characters' abilities for your character, and it's like, how the fuck can
Progression.
I progress?
Yeah.
Like, I
Damn.
remember I
Imagine-
said it, I had it on normal, and then I was fucking like dying bad to the second mission, and I switched it to like super easy to the point of where like you should be able to like piss on them and they die. And it was like, nah, they were even harder, it seemed like. It was fucking crazy. I was like, what the
Okay.
hell?
I never bothered with the story mode. I already know what the story mode was gonna be asked to begin with, so I just skipped it entirely. I just started playing it with my friend. That was it. That's the only reason why I bought it, is just to like fuck around just with my friend, because she's someone who does like enjoys like the what's it called? Well, well again, she also enjoys anime, and the majority of like the roster was like something that she was excited for. So yeah.
I mean, it
I
was
get
like
that, like just for a little quick fighting game to play, but it
Take
was so
3
annoying 'cause
and
you couldn't
I mean,
unlock anything.
those were bullshit reasons, but I gotta say though, the game, even if you want to like compare that to like, even if you want to put that like in a competitive like fighting tournament, it's like, bro, there's like a lot of broken shit you can do, especially with your own especially with your own character. What was it called? Fuck, what was his name ago? Ichigo's like lightning slash is like overpowered. It only uses one.
that's a good
Uses one
Tensho.
it's literally like one slash across the screen and you cannot avoid it. Well, you can, but it's if you're lucky enough. But the thing is, though, is like they uses only 1 meter, from what I remember, and people can just continuously spam that shit. So this game,
Undodgeable, bro. Just a fucking line.
yep.
Like a wall closing on your
The-
2D side scrolling
the-
fucking fighter.
The only time you can like avoid it is if you use a counter, but that'll like require you to use like one of your meters. Yeah.
Yeah, one of your bars.
My circling back to fighting Carl. This is one of the many things as to why I never liked fighting Carl. Right? It's because like
Yeah.
because like you have to be sitting there and you should be playing, and then his ass will go fucking super nerd on your ass, get your ass in a corner, and just start juggling your shit. I think what pissed me off the most, and why I to this day will not play a fighter against him ever, is because we were playing fucking Killer Instinct. It was just him and I, and this motherfucker hit 100 fucking point combo on my ass with Shadow Jago, and I was mad as fuck. I was
Damn.
pissed.
Dude, them 100-point
Was
combos
this-
on that game would be so lit when you hit them.
Which character was he playing as? I'm trying to remember. I think
He was playing as
there.
fucking Shadow Jago is what he was playing as. Because what he would do, is he would like do his like fucking little signature thing right at the end, and then pop a shadow shit.
yeah.
Hit me a few more times. Do his little signature thing again. Pop a shadow thing.
kept
Hit me a
juggling
few
you
more
even
times.
after
I'm like,
death.
bro, fuck.
Oh,
He
man.
kept juggling you after death. Holy That's
No,
why I love that game. You can do that kind of stuff, but goddamn.
Just stay in the air. You're just floating.
Nah,
He's-
man.
well,
I
the-
just
what you got to keep in mind is like, so the move that like he's referring to, he does not have him in the air. He is levitating. Like
Oh.
like my body cannot touch the ground. I'm just there. I'm not like up in the sky. No, I'm in his face, just being juggled. I'm like, I can't compete. You can't counter it. You can't do
Oh.
anything. You're stuck.
yeah, because he's dead. You're dead. Basically, like the combo can continuously go for as long as you can.
Oh.
I think
Yeah,
that
if you that's the thing about Killer Instinct that was sick. Like if you were like good enough, bro, you could have like these insanely long combos. Like I remember the OG game.
Oh
It
yeah.
would just sit there and riddle off at you, bro. Every time you hit a new milestone, it would be like ultimate combo, monstrous combo, goddamn insane combo. I'd be like, fuck, dude, I'm
fucking
killing it.
fucking Halo ass. Fucking Halo ass. Fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kill atrocity right there.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's fucking
Like they'd be wild, man.
that boy was hyping you up the whole time. You're just
I
playing.
I
him
will
out.
say though.
Yeah.
Games
The game
games
is
like
hype.
that be giving you that in-game gas that everybody needs.
Literally.
I vote bring the fucking hype man back, bro. Hype man narrator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, bro, that'd be nice if we got like a cool anime fighting game, but there was just some sick ass hype man.
Yep.
No,
Sick ass
Real.
hype,
what I
man.
need, and I
Yeah.
won't lie to you, I would probably play Call of Duty a little bit more frequent if they did this shit again. Bring me back Snoop Dogg as an
Fucking Ice Cube.
operator.
Ice Cube,
That would be gas as fuck.
dude. Yes.
Nothing
That would
was.
The enemy
Hey,
team
That
is
was
on
the
the
only
point.
thing that I enjoyed about Ghost was the fact that I had Snoop Dogg in my ear, just fucking tell me like, "Good shit, play." I'm like, "Okay, all right, I'm getting hype in this bitch."
dude, I swear I remember. Yeah, there was Snoop Dogg and Ghost, but I remember Ice Cube was in one of them too.
Ice Cube was
I
the
think was it Modern Warfare 2 or
no
am I
Ice
tripping?
no Ice Cube was in Black Ops 1. He
It
was
was Black Ops
the
1. Yeah, okay.
he was the
Really?
Roman.
he was
Yes.
he was in like I think it was like the SAO regiment, I think is what it was.
Oh wait, no,
Oh,
he was
yeah.
in SOG, the CIA.
SOG, that's
he
what
was
it was.
SOG. He was
Yeah.
SOG. That's right, dude. He was
Yeah,
fucking sick.
he was
like,
Mac V
bro.
SOG, bro.
He was so fucking dope.
Because
in that.
because man, there was that one map that he was on. I can't remember. It was he was on firing range. I know that, but there was one map that was fucking god awful. That like the middle of the map's just completely fucking open. You had buildings on each side. It was very terrible. It was very very bad. It was very very terrible.
It's not theater, was it?
No, no,
Okay.
no. It was kind of like a midday map. It's kind of it looked like it took place in Vietnam.
Take me back to my roots, fam. Be in the trees.
I'm trying to remember, but then I'm just like reminded of another map. Fuck, it's like it's a little hard for me to like remember that.
I don't remember the maps, man. Fuck, I really don't remember. I'd have to look them up later and then figure that out because I'm actually kind of irritated that I don't know. But nah, man, shit's been wild when it comes to video games as of late because I've been playing like next to none when it comes to Call of Duty.
Mhm.
I've played a little bit of Fortnite here and there. And I've kind of dabbled in a little bit of Call of Duty. But most of my time has been consisted of me playing fucking Hogwarts Legacy or Sons of the Forest or playing fucking Minecraft with Hayden because we just be chilling.
Yeah, fair enough.
Found out that the mod pack that we were playing in, Hayden and I are way too broken right now because to tell you the truth, I think Hayden and I are on some in-game gear shit that we shouldn't be on, but we are, and we're hunting down dragons and losing next to no health.
Oh
No,
yeah,
it-
bro. That shit is actually fucking.
Cause I got on the other day, just to kind of get on, see what happened. Which, by the way, Hayden, I lost my dragon. I don't know how I lost it, but I lost it. I got a new egg though, so I can just get a new one.
Oh, good, yeah.
Boy, lots of dragons.
But I pulled up. It was a fucking dragon nest underwater, right? And I have what I would call a mech suit, right? Mech suit is fucking overpowered as shit because you could throw a bunch of like modifiers to it to make it the most broken set of armor in the game. I mean, this shit makes Netherite look like a fucking joke. Because I pulled up on this dragon's den. I have a cleaver with borderline looks like it looks like Ichigo's like original Shikai, right? It's just
Oh, yeah.
massive. It's fucking huge, right? It
Big
has
ass knife.
it swings slow, but it packs a fucking punch. And the one that I have is made of I think it's called Supreme Armor or Supreme Metal, I think. I don't remember. I'd have to go back through and look. No. It's not Supreme. It's Insanium. Insanium is what it's called. And putting all of those on the cleaver, and because of it being a mod called Tinker's Construct, you can pretty much build your own equipment. Which is where the cleaver comes from. So building my entire thing out of Insanium and then turning around and adding additional modifiers to it, like fucking sharpness 5, reach, so I have an extended reach when I fucking swing my shit, beheading. I mean, I have a bunch of modifiers added to it that just makes it fucking insanely broken. So my ass pulled up on a dragon's den the other day, mobs on the ground, dragon just fast fucking asleep, me going in there with my fucking jetpack on my fucking mech suit, just going all up in that bitch, just to fucking murder a dragon. Took 0 damage.
Like it's nothing.
And what's sad is Hayden and I still have yet to actually beat the game.
Yeah.
Well, I say that technically I have now, but I did that off. I did that when Hayden wasn't on the game, so I have
It
to go
was
back.
like 3 days in, I got like damn near the best sword in the game. Not even 3 days, like 2.
So we made it to the Twilight Forest, and going through the Twilight Forest, there are it's like stages of bosses. Like you start off fighting the Naga, which is like a massive ass snake, and then after the Naga, you go on to fight the Twilight Lich, and then after the Twilight Lich, you keep progressing onward, right? The last boss you fight is the Ice Queen, and once you get to her castle, in one of the rooms that she has in her castle, you can go in. It's called a Glass Sword.
A
I don't.
small chance.
It,
Small chance. That chance was very, very small to find it.
very small, and Hayden found it, but I don't. What kind of attack does it do again? I forgot.
It did 40 hearts of damage, but as you can think, it's a glass sword. So how much durability would you expect it to have? 1. And it did. It had 1 durability. But with this mod pack, there was literally an enchantment called Unbreakable. And we had one of those books at the house. So I just went back to the house, threw that on the fucking glass sword, and I went and tested it on a zombie. And it just straight up sounds like the sword breaks every single time you use it, but it doesn't take any durability. Like it's
Damn.
just straight up like a glass pane breaking over somebody's head, but it's just there.
But yeah, no, my man's Hayden got that sword, and he's been using it ever since. And I have my big ass cleaver, and we should go in town.
Killing. Murder.
And like I said, we haven't necessarily. I have, like I said, I actually went into the end and fought the Ender Dragon by myself, because I knew I could, and I wasn't gonna fucking die. But I went in, fought that bitch, no big deal. But Hayden and I, we really haven't done a whole lot except for fight all of the Twilight Forest bosses. There is so much more to this mod pack that we have barely even scratched the surface on. Like, there's a whole Sonic dimension.
Oh my god, I forgot about that shit, dude.
And like, when I say, I'm talking like the Hedgehog.
What the hell?
Yep. That's what I said.
You're telling me there's like a multiverse in Minecraft now or something?
Well, because of the mod pack, there's a mod in there that adds like some Sonic equipment, right? So you get like some golden rings. I don't know what else is in there, but you can make a portal to that dimension. You can go in there, and I'm sure you can fucking fight Dr. Eggman or some shit.
Oh,
Gotta be Eggman.
Like I mean, like you could, I don't know. Hey, I told Hayden, I said, let's focus, let's do that shit tomorrow because I had to go to work the next day. And then the next day he texted me, Sons of the Forest pre-release just came out, so we haven't fucking touched the mod pack since.
Yeah, literally, like, I didn't even notice, but I had that shit in my wish list, so I got the notification day it dropped, and I was like, oh, fuck.
And we've been playing the fuck. We've been playing the fuck out of Sons of the Forest. I mean,
Dude,
Have a
the
lot of shit.
fucking shotgun is stupid on that damn thing.
fucking right it is. Fucking right
It's
it
a
is.
blessing, though.
Oh yeah.
No.
I don't even have it yet, but I can tell.
What I want to do, and what I want to do it just for my sake. Whenever we get done with this playthrough of it, I definitely want to go back through and play it again. But this time, not kill off Kelvin like my dumbass
No,
did, and
I don't think you realize, Thomas, we really did fuck up because the developers are also talking about they're doing hella improvements to Virginia and Kelvin. Like, Kelvin's gonna straight up be able to make an entire wall around your base.
I know,
He'll be able to do so much more shit after, like, in like 2 days. Because I think that's when the next big update drops. And Virginia's finna be able to be like a straight up like demon bodyguard.
I would say we could start over. I mean, but we have a lot of shit.
I know, that's what fucking sucks, dude. I'm like, that made me so mad when they started saying that shit. I was like, bruh.
Well, because like
who do you think killed Calvin and the freaking bitch?
I killed Kelvin.
Thomas killed one.
I killed Kelvin. So look, here's why I killed Kelvin. I killed Kelvin for validated reasons. Okay, so to give you a little bit of a backstory behind Kelvin. Kelvin was one of the like a passenger with you in a helicopter, right?
Yeah.
The gist of Sons of the Forest is not like the first one. So this one, you're like in a spec ops like military team pulling up on this island. Your helicopter crashes, and you crash into the ground. It is you and one other dude that survives, but the one other dude that survives with you, Kelvin, is now deaf because his
No,
eardrums.
he slightly becomes retarded. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Like actually.
Well, no,
Yeah,
he
that's something
I mean
different.
that quite. He means that quite
'Cause he
literally.
he was standing there like whenever you first spawn in, he's standing there like just like he looks high as fuck.
Like my man's looks baked.
High. Like if you were to be dead, he would have died so quickly because if Cannibal would have just ran up and just rocked his shit as he's
But-
just standing there in a euphoria.
But not so he's deaf, and so whenever you communicate with him, you write on your notepad, you tell him what to do, right? You could tell him to go get logs for you. You could
Also
tell him,
mute because he can't speak.
yeah.
Damn.
And so he'll go get logs for you. He'll go get sticks. He'll do a whole bunch of things. You can also tell him just to stay at base, right? So it was me, Quan, Hayden, and
That was it.
Charles. No,
Chuck
Charles.
wasn't there yet.
No, he was there with us because he was on the way.
Oh yeah.
That's
yeah,
it.
but
He got the gun.
logged
He
off
got
when we killed him though.
yeah. And so we were running on the map, or it's not necessarily a map, it's more of a GPS. On the GPS, there are these little exclamation points. There's 3 of them in total. Each one of them is like a little GPS tracker that you could pick up, right? And so I was
Right.
sitting there and I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go on ahead and just go to one of these exclamation points. Well, I found out that this exclamation point happened to be out in the middle of the fucking ocean. You know, something slight, whatever. We go out there and we get the GPS tracker, and we also got the pistol at the same time. And then we come back to shore, and I look off in the distance, and I think it's a cannibal chasing after us. Fuck no. It's Kelvin's stupid ass booking ass to us when we told him to stay at base. And I said, fuck no. I said, fuck no. I'm killing this goofy bitch. And I murdered him. I fucking murdered that bitch something fierce.
Damn.
I took my axe and I just fucking whap. I mean, like, I did not hit. He got knocked, and I said, nope, your ass is dying, motherfucker. I mean, yep. I killed him off. But however, Virginia, Quan killed his ass. Virginia is a half mutant. The gist of the story so far, from what I've gathered, I haven't really tried to pry too much into the story, is that Virginia was a test subject. Virginia was a test subject for this, obviously, science group, and they were trying to experiment with, like, some of, like, the cannibals and, like, the mutants and shit. And so she became a half mutant. So she has 3 legs and 3 arms. And then whenever she comes up to you, she's, like, curious, as if she doesn't know who you are or what you are. She's just like looking at you confused. And then when you try to approach her, she freaks the fuck out and runs away.
Mhm.
And so I did some digging because I was like, how the fuck do we get her on our side? Because there's got to be some way we can do that. And I found out that what you're supposed to do is whenever she shows up, you're supposed to like wait. You're supposed to like just stand completely still, let her come up to you, let her kind of check you out. She'll freak out the first few times. And then after a few times, she'll kind of start warming up to you. She'll come on up and hand you like some gifts and like take off. And then eventually she'll just be on your side. And you can just tell her to do shit, right? But we didn't know that. It was fresh into the game. So we thought maybe this bitch was just, you know, pulling up, wanting to do some shit. And then we'd charge her ass. She'd run away, go tell her fucking homies. And her homies would come pulling up on the spot. That's what we thought. So we said, fuck this shit. We murdered her bitch ass. And so Quan, we were like, next time we see her, we're gonna, because there's a weapon you can get, it's a stun baton, and we thought we would just have to take the stun baton, knock her ass out, bring her ass back up, and everything would be good. We knocked her ass out, we brought her back up, and she tried to take off, and Quan got pissed off, fucking murdered her ass.
It's like smite,
Damn.
smote.
I mean, like, no hesitation either. He took his fucking spear and just fucking whap. I mean, no hesitation behind it at all. I was
Going
baffled.
down.
Yeah, it was it was something fucking fierce, man. But I really want to go back through, and I kind of want to replay it. Then again, I kind of don't. But I want to replay it mostly because I want to try to keep Kelvin and Virginia alive, because I knew better than to fucking kill him, because it was a fucking pre-release, so I knew there's going to be updates that was going to affect them somehow. But my stupid ass like, fuck this shit. We'll kill him anyway.
You.
Virginia was low key an accident. That was low key an accident. Quan didn't know that she was down because I was about to revive her and he just came up and bopped her real quick.
But
Merciless, bro.
but Kelvin definitely was on purpose. I
Kelvin
had
was on
full
purpose,
I had
yeah.
full intent on murdering his bitch ass because he didn't want to listen to the fucking simplest of commands, which was stay at base.
Damn.
It
He's
was
like, nigga,
pretty.
I'm really.
It was fucked up though from because my point of view in both situations was both times when both of them got knocked, Virginia and Kelvin. Like when Kelvin got knocked, I immediately said, "Oh, you can revive him." I was like, "All right, bet. Let's just pick him up. Let's pick him up. Let's revive him." And then Thomas just kills him. I was like, "Oh, all right. I guess we can do that." And then like 5 minutes later, Virginia rolls up. I'm just like, I don't really know what to do with her. And then these fucking cannibals show up. I get jumped. She gets jumped. I accidentally hit her. She goes down. I'm like, fuck. I accidentally killed
Damn.
her. And then fucking Quan comes up out of nowhere because I was saying like right before he comes up, I was like, oh shit, I can revive her too. Bet. About to revive her. I'm about to revive her. Hold on, guys. I said it like 4 or 5 times. And then Quan comes up and just bop. I was like, oh my god, dude.
And I
In
think
my head, I was just like, there's no reason they're gonna add revive mechanics for these fucking NPCs if they aren't useful, dude. So I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. We're already screwed.
And I think the worst part about Kelvin is that his GPS tracker is still on him. So there's a big ass K on the fucking on the GPS that's there. You can't get rid of it, and he's just dead.
Yeah, he's just dead. And he's just still there. But like, I've looked up. I went on forums, and it straight up says like, if you log back in and he's dead, he'll respawn. But he's not respawning. I'm like, damn.
Is
Hell
it
no.
because
My-
they, like whether if they just save and just load the last save? Is that what?
That's
they do?
that's
We
pretty much.
should have done that, but we were all low key like, fuck it, because we didn't want to go back across the water and get the damn gun. But low key, dude, we're so lazy for that.
And
'Cause
we
could have brought both of them back.
Like I said, I would kind of be down to restart it all over again, and I might kind of actually
If we
stream
could
it this
just
time.
save our house, I would so be down.
We have so much shit, man. Because there are shelves or like little bookshelves that you can make for like storage purposes, right? Well, the bookshelves currently, as of right now, are glitched. So in this game, it's actually kind of cool because you can do like what I would view it as a freelance build. So in the forest, you could lay out an entire blueprint of a house that you wanted to make because it lets you kind of do it on that aspect of things. And you would just have this big ass blueprint of a house that you could just attempt to make, right? In this one, you don't get a blueprint. You actually can go in and place the platform yourself and break the wood in half and into quarter pieces and into half pieces and take those half pieces and split them bitches in half.
Yeah.
And like you can legitimately build this house however you want to.
Yeah, they went in on building.
Like
they went in.
Like you could go fucking crazy on some builds. Like it puts some Minecraft builds to shame. But like,
Wow.
I've been watching some YouTube videos. Some motherfuckers be having some bomb ass houses. But then it took Hayden and I like roughly what would you say, like fucking 4 or 5 hours just to build the house that we have.
Yeah, bro. It took like a whole session one time. Damn near. We went to like one cave after and got off.
But
It
like,
just took so long.
but like we got the house done. And then we started having our inventory full of just shit that we didn't need to carry on us. So then I started making bookshelves. Well, the bookshelves, I thought maybe it was just going to take the wood that I had and call it a day. Nope. I had 2 fully ass logs on my shoulder, and I kept making bookshelves.
Yep.
And it
He
just kept
glitching them.
and it just kept going and kept going and kept going. But then I found out in an accident that when I say accident, I mean I did this shit by pure accident. The bookshelves themselves were glitched, is what the problem is. Technically, they're there and we can utilize them, but they're also not there. So if somebody swings on them for whatever reason, anything that is on that bookshelf is gone forever.
It's just immediate. Like there's no health to it. It's just one tap, any item, boom, it's gone.
Mark.
So it's it's fucked. And because I did that by accident. I had a bunch of wire, I put it on a shelf, and I accidentally clicked, and I swung my axe on the bookshelf, and it fucked me over because I lost everything. I was like, God damn it. I had to rebuild the bookshelf, and I lost all the wires. I was like, fuck. I really wasn't tripping too much about it because it was just wires.
Wire, and
It was
we
just
all had wire.
it's something slight, but if it was something kind of major like the creepy armor or like
The
food
meds.
or anything like that, like I probably would have been a little pissed off. But the game itself is fucking wild. It's actually insane.
Fundamentally, it's good.
It really is. Like for a pre-release of the game, because I know Hayden and I talked about it a little bit extensively. It was correct me if I'm wrong, Hayden, but they said that developers said something along the lines of like, the game is basically ready. They just needed to release it so people could play it and they could get community feedback.
Yeah, that's what they said. They just needed basically people to play it.
Because they were like, this game's finished. It's got to be. Like, there's nothing else we can do unless other people play it. So then they did
that's what they said, yeah.
So they did a pre-release of the game. Hayden texted me about it. We get on the game, and there's a timer up in the top left corner on when the next major update's going to be. And at
2 weeks from the day it dropped.
Yeah.
So we're coming up on it now. It's like I think a few days.
If not already happened, hell, I don't know. Because last time I was on it was like 6 days, and I don't even remember when the fuck that was. But we've been on a fucking grind on that fucking game, and it is honestly by far one of my favorites. It has to be. There's no contest behind it. We put a lot of time and effort into that fucking game. I put a lot of time and effort into a lot of games, and a lot of games I definitely view as my favorite. But I mean, fuck, man, I put more time into this than what I have in a Call of Duty in a day.
Skyrim?
I said Call of Duty, not Skyrim.
Oh.
I say Skyrim. When I was first playing Skyrim, it was definitely doesn't hold a candle. Now when I play Skyrim, I fucking speed run that bitch.
I do like 3-day marathon.
My man's. I be going through that shit. Like, man, I'm trying to get to the main quest so I can just do all this side shit, fuck around. Either that, or I be doing the main quest just to fuck around. My character be stacked as shit.
Yup.
What was it? Fucking there was a playthrough. It's actually the playthrough I'm currently doing. I haven't touched it in a minute. I openly said it. I am cheating the fuck out of this playthrough. So at the start of Skyrim, you start out, your heads get ready to get chopped off. You go through a whole fucking tutorial of how your movement mechanics work and shit. And then once your hands finally become free, that's when you're able to actually start be able to do shit, right? Like your actual combat and stuff like that. Well, I have a whole cheat menu in my thing, or a cheat room is what it's called. So I went in, as soon as my hands were free, I activated my fucking cheat spell. My ass went into the cheat room, got the most OP shit right out the rip, and I was hauling ass straight through that shit. I have a cheat sword that literally, with one swing, puts my one-handed up to 99. And then the second swing does 200. Or no, my second swing does it to 100. Okay. And then I could just make it legendary, do it all over again. And so my character, by the time I even got to fucking Whiterun, my character was level 50.
Ooh, excelente.
So I'm just running through this bitch because I'm like, fuck it. If I want to sit down and enjoy this game, and I love Skyrim. Skyrim's in one of my top 5s by far, but like, I've played it so much just in vanilla with no mods on, or even with some slight mods on that really weren't too crazy. And I'm just like, man, I want to have fun with this fucking game. So I cheat room, went in, gonna run through this bitch, and we gonna have a time. And I'm that type of player that, like, whenever I play a solo game like that, I be talking mad shit on motherfuckers that can't even hear me, because I be running up in the dungeon and I'm talking to some fucking Draugr Deathlord or whatever, and I pull up and I'm like, man, come here, fuck your ass up, whap, whap.
I do the same shit.
I be about it.
Bro, he start making threats. You'd be like, "Who the fuck you think you talking to?" She.
Dead ass. So there, there was another topic I wanted to kind of touch on. Some of you may be able to answer it. Some of you may not be. It's entirely fine either way. But a lot of my fuck you page of TikTok has been has been consisted of one thing, and it's been an argument between the Naruto community and the One Piece community, right? People are trying to argue that Naruto would beat Luffy's ass in same way, vice versa.
I don't know how I feel
Oh
about
no,
that.
So
he seems kind of too OP.
so look, I was watching a video today and it kind of made a lot of sense. And when I go into things like this, I try to go into it as unbiased as possible. One Piece is one of my favorite animes by far. I'm wearing it now. I wear it everywhere. Fuck, and Naruto's probably my second because I always got to rip the clouds. And fuck, I got the Akatsuki cloak on the back of my chair. I mean, I love both animes. They're great. But if you take both of them at their strongest forms, so i.e. Baryon Mode Naruto and Gear 5 Luffy, who wins? And somebody today, a video that I was watching, it made a lot of sense. But some people might try to debunk it and try to argue it, which okay, fine. But in my opinion, I definitely feel like Gear 5 Luffy puts a fucking mud hole in Naruto's ass.
Yep.
I mean, like I said, I try to be about as unbiased as possible. But like when it comes to those fights like that, it's not really canny because like people try to scale Naruto per se as like planetary or borderline like universal or even higher than that, which in some cases I could see, but like this dude, he did his digging, he did his facts. Realistically, Naruto's more at like a planetary to planetary plus at best. And Luffy is pretty much the same. Like in power scaling wise, he's the same, but Luffy is faster.
Just from what I've seen, and I'm only on episode like what 400 and well, I'll just be modest, 430.
Because Hayden's on Impel Down.
Impel Down, and like just from what I've seen, I don't know. Luffy just doesn't get bitched as much as Naruto did. Like Naruto quite literally, like, he had his moments where he was like, yeah, Naruto was the shit, but even when he was the shit, there was still a few times he got the fucking shit rocked out of him. But still, even when Luffy is looking like he's getting the shit rocked out of him, he's not.
Nope.
So
he
it's
just
like, damn,
blew 'em
like,
up.
And
what is Naruto gonna do against a rubber man? Like,
and not
he's
and
only ever fought against people who are real bio organic or it may be cybernetic. I don't know.
And-
Has he fought fucking androids or anything like that? I don't remember. It's been so
kind
long.
of, yes. Technically, he's fought in two of them. He's fought in himself as a robot, and he's also fought Pain. Pain technically had a robot form.
So
Yeah,
that's
to an
what I'm
extent.
saying, like, but he's never fought anything like a Majin Buu or anything like that. That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to get to. Like, and that's technically kind of what you could put Luffy into that kind of category of like with the way his body works.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, I just don't think he could do it.
It's just like I said,
Especially not Sasuke. Fucking electricity. He's fucking done.
like Luffy in a nutshell is definitely faster than Naruto, and I definitely feel like he's faster than Naruto even in Gear 2nd. He doesn't even need to go Gear 5. But if we're doing it and bearing mode Naruto, then he may need to go Gear 5. But even still, I still think that's a stretch. But like where Hayden's at now, Luffy's fucking goated where Hayden's at right now. He's at Impel Down.
And I've pretty much finished Shippuden, so like I know like the extent of Naruto's power. I don't know anything in Boruto, but like I know he's fucking crazy.
But like,
Like I
but,
don't even think Naruto could beat Ichigo.
Barry and Mo Naruto could definitely beat Ichigo. However,
Yeah, well, Maybe a dark
However, that is more or less before the 1,000-Year Blood War arc of Ichigo. So this is before he gets his true Zanbakuto.
Yeah.
But it just I still feel like Luffy wins that regardless because he's just faster in every way, shape, or form. Like there's no in between about it. And I will admit when Luffy loses a fight because man he can lose some fights, but he also ain't no bitch. Like
Right.
like my man's Naruto lose a fight and he may cry about it, or an even better perspective, fucking Deku's punk ass, one of his friends gets fucking hurt, he cries about it. You think Luffy gives a shit? Hell no. You hurt one of his friends, he is hands running them bitches.
I have seen Luffy throw a fit one time, and it was low key a valid reason because, like, I would probably be in the same. Like, that shit was scary. Kuma was literally just snapping away everybody in front of him one by one.
But see that's the thing though. He's making
That's
motherfuckers
wild.
disappear in front of his eyes. And in Luffy's case, he's thinking that his crew is
They're gone
dead.
forever.
Like
Yeah.
they are gone. So that's what Luffy's going through his mind. But motherfuckers that like be going into fights and be watching their friends get fucking smacked on and they just go boohoo about it. I'm like, bro, are you for real? I'm like, my man's ain't pulling up to no fight watching his friend get fucking smacked up on and crying about it. Hell no. His ass is pulling up and he is running fades. He is about that action 24/7. Fuck, I'm watching him fight Kaido now for the third time over. The first 2 times he got a shit split. First time he fought Kaido, it was in Wano itself, and Kaido fucking stomped his ass. And then Luffy learns a new form of hockey, and then goes into fighting Kaido on the rooftop of fucking the Skull Island, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Pulls up there, gets knocked the fuck off into the water.
Fucking dies for like 30
Wait,
episodes.
Luffy did?
Yep.
Damn.
So
Yeah,
Luffy got knocked off of the island, got put into the water, so he's basically like dead because nobody's there to save him except for the plot and the fact that Law's crew just happened to pull up in their fucking submarine ship and pick his ass up and bring his ass back. And then he's now where I'm at, going back. He's now gone back up there to fight Kaido yet again for the third time over. Luffy ain't no bitch. Luffy's about that action 24/7. You talk that shit, he's running fades. The biggest form of him talking shit ever was him against Big Mom, because when his ass left Fishman, Hayden, this is just a little bit of a spoiler for you, but you'll find it out after the time skip, so you're pretty much okay. You're close enough. But like Fishman Island happens, the whole he beats Horty's ass, and then Big Mom sends her 2 fucking little shit nuggets to go pick up some food from Fishman, and they're like, bro, we ain't got it. And then so Luffy gonna pick up the phone and talk to Big Mom and be like, yo, this is my name, I'm gonna be king of the pirates, you got a problem with that, I'm gonna come kick your ass. He kind of did exactly that, but he was also fighting on half a crew and fucked up her island as a whole, because he pulled up the whole cake and destroyed her castle. A castle.
Damn.
Big Mom owns territory, and he went to basically the capital of that bitch, and brought it to the fucking ground by himself. I'm like, bro,
Said,
are you
who
for
did
real?
this?
Luffy.
Okay, I thought so.
Like I said, Luffy was fighting on half a crew. You haven't gotten this far yet, Hayden. But there, in the Dressrosa arc, Luffy is fighting Doflamingo on half a crew, and then when he leaves Dressrosa and goes back to Zou, he leaves Zou to go to, it's like the Sasuke retrieval arc, basically. Not Sasuke, the Sanji retrieval arc. In a nutshell, they pull up to Whole Cake to save Sanji from something he really doesn't want to do. He's just doing it against his own will.
Yeah.
And he pulls up. and he's like, "All right, I'm here to fuck shit up." He does exactly that. It was it was
Let me
it,
do it.
it was baffling. It was very, very baffling. I won't lie. But circling onto that, there was another thing I was watching. It cracked me up. It was like, who out of these two is more about the action, Goku or Luffy?
Like about the action of fighting.
So like, and like
Like
these
who
dudes.
wants to smoke more?
Yes.
Goku easily.
Well,
Fuck.
see, look, hear me out.
This
Right?
man endangered his whole universe.
Well,
Just to have a tournament.
Well, see, he did do that, but look, here's the thing, and the video I was watching, it brought up some valid points. In Goku's case, normally he would be about the action, but he's about fighting people who's strong.
Yeah.
True.
Go
Luffy just doesn't really give a shit. He'll fight. We've seen him beat up like the scummiest like level of people.
That's it. Goku's all
Just 'cause
about
they
fighting
said
people
shit.
who are strong or just as strong, if not stronger than him. That's just how he is. He just progressively wants to get stronger, which in a character, that's what you want. But Goku also knows when he can't win a fight because he just doesn't stand a chance. I don't remember what fight they used. I think they used the Boo fight, I believe, is their example. Like I said, I don't remember their like backstory behind the whole Goku thing, but there was a point where like Goku was like freaking the fuck out because there's an enemy they couldn't beat, and Vegeta was like, "Nah, fuck this shit. I'm gonna go kick his ass anyway." And Goku was like, "No, don't do that shit. We can't win." I don't remember who the hell it was.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking. I know who you're talking about. You're right. It is Boo. He was doing this shit. So technically, yes. But he was on this mindset of because Boo was going crazy and absorbing like anybody he could get his hands on. It was kind of absurd. Like,
Mhm.
and this is where the point came into like, dude, like you're fucking cheating, dog. So like they went to the old guys, were like, hey, give me them earrings, boy, and they were like, all right, let's do fusion.
But yes,
That's what you're looking at. That's what that's from. That's when they were gonna do fusion. Goku wasn't necessarily bitching out. He was just like, literally, the only way we can win this is if we fuse because he's fucking. He
But-
just ate my sons and
but-
yours
but-
and
but-
Piccolo.
But I'm not saying like he's bitching out per se. It's one of those. He's like. He knows when he can't win a fight, so he's got to go an alternative route. In Luffy's case, he don't give a fuck. My man's just pulling up for smoke. He don't give a shit if he's weaker or not. He is pulling up for smoke. Because in my eyes, I feel like he definitely knew that he could not beat Kaido's ass at all.
Well, no, Luffy did run. Luffy told his whole crew to run from what's it called? I don't know wherever the Grove shit is, where all the numbered trees are.
From Kuma, yes.
Yeah, he was like everybody run now. No, not even Kuma. It was when everybody pulled up on him. He had Kizaru, Admiral Kizaru, that one fat dude who was using hockey on him and was sending him flying and shit.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, there's way too many people here. We can't do this. We gotta go.
But yeah, but it's just, but even still, like they still, even when he was telling his crew to run, you think he did? No, he still was trying to get the smoke, get his homies out.
Yeah.
He didn't succeed, but he was still trying.
Yeah.
My man was like, everybody fucking take off, and this man was like, all right, I gotta make sure my dudes get out. And he was still wanting to try to run fades. Nah.
Right. Get the other people out the way.
Then he was the last one to get sent.
Yep, and he got sent to fucking Sanji's paradise.
His future wife's island. I'm so convinced, bro. If fucking Luffy has a child, bro, it better be Boa Hancock. Who else?
It better be.
Yep, you fucking right.
No, I will never forget the one time Fozaz sent me a picture of this shit. Heather bought him a mouse pad. You know the mouse pads that be having like the little wrist lay on it.
Yeah.
It was a Boa Hancock one is what it was.
Oh shit.
Oh, I know exactly what this is.
Them titties, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a titty, wrist rest.
I'm done.
Yeah, it's lit.
Nah.
I knew exactly what it was, man.
That shit was wild. Fo was like, "Hey, yo, guess what Heather just got me?" I was like, "Fuck, she just get you." And fucking, he sent me a picture. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?"
Like, that was the last thing I was expecting her to get you, bro.
Same. That's why I was like, "What the fuck?"
Like,
All right. So I want to end this off on a little bit more of a serious note, and this will be the last question I ask, and then we can close it out. Another one of the things that I've seen is a question that has been asked and has pondered my mind for the past 2 weeks. Okay. If you were somehow dying for whatever reason,
Oh.
and
shit.
you were told you had 5 minutes left to live, who is the one person you are having your last conversation with? Is it you only pick one person?
Fuck.
Shit, man. I don't
Okay.
know.
Like I said, I've been pondering this for 2 weeks, and I have my answer.
You only
I,
get
but
5 fucking minutes?
I have my
five,
answer too.
5 minutes to talk to one person. You can pick anybody you want.
fucking minutes. Damn.
And when I say anybody, I mean literally anybody.
Dead or alive?
Yes.
Oh,
Damn.
fucking Jesus.
Fuck this dude.
Bruh. I'm gonna just know. I'm good. I'll be probably the happiest person in existence if I just knew. And by knew, I mean like everything. I'm gonna just sit there and be like, yo,
Oh,
put it into my head.
She'll bestow the knowledge.
That's what I'm saying. Something, dude. Bless me.
Bro, then you'll be enlightened. Your damn ghost will be enlightened, bro.
Honestly.
yeah.
Fucking next level ascension
Excuse me.
into the
And
nigga
dude, that's some
elevated.
crazy shit.
Yeah, elevated to a higher plane, bro.
Yep.
So what's
Yeah.
the rest you got? I think we're gonna have to exclude Charles on this question because his punk ass I think would sleep. Based off the fact that I didn't get a response, his ass is asleep.
I say
No,
Buddha.
he said, hold up, I'm cleaning my toes.
What?
This man.
What?
Swear to
Oh.
God. Swear to God. I will send you a screenshot, Thomas.
This man.
Gee,
Okay,
what?
we'll skip him for now, and we will just go. We'll come to him when we get to him if we can. So, anybody else? Who y'all got?
Ah, shit.
Buddha.
So one last conversation.
Oh, did you say fucking Buddha?
Yup.
Why?
Hmm?
No, that would actually be pretty clutch. I'm not even gonna lie.
And well, he found enlightenment. So
Would be
I
pretty
give
clutch.
knowledge.
Clutch move.
Knows the meaning of life.
He'll
Okay.
get the he'll get the more he'll also get the knowledge bestowed on him.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Let's just go with like a religious leader, I guess that's how you put it.
Figure, basically. Yeah.
Figure,
If
there
you
you
want a
go.
real
That's
answer, I'd probably
better.
say myself.
Yourself?
Yeah.
That'd be trippy,
Yes,
dog.
I would recap.
Damn.
Like if you could deadass just hop outside yourself. Mm.
Yeah. Talk to
So
myself.
so Hayden, rethink your answer and do anybody else but Jesus.
Anybody else? God. No, I'm kidding.
No, motherfucker, like not a religious figure. Come
No,
on.
yeah, I get it.
I must speak with the most high.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
bro. I don't know. Let's just go down below. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
He said, "Fuck it, I'm going."
No, because of course he wouldn't count either. But I wouldn't want to. That'd be so bad. Fucking fuck. I don't know. Give me a second.
Anybody else?
Damn.
Here, man. It's like, because basically you're saying that like I'm close to death, right?
You have 5 minutes. You can talk to anybody you want. I'm excluding religious figures.
Okay.
Shit, man. It's
Or
hard to choose.
Eve, or the first person.
Does mythology count?
No.
I would deadass pick the first person a lot, like the first human.
Adam?
The first person.
I guess yeah, if that's like the true first human, which I believe so. But yeah,
Hey
probably
yo,
just talk to Adam, bro. Deadass.
Homo sapien. First intelligent Homo sapien, anyways.
An
yeah, yeah.
intelligent almost. I don't know. Could we say that they weren't intelligent? We don't know that. I mean, yeah, they didn't have the tree of knowledge or whatever yet. But what if you talk to them after the tree of knowledge?
Depends.
That'd be wild.
Maybe no.
That's what I'm saying. So then he still has the memories from the Garden of Eden, but he also has the mistake he made from talking with the snake.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
He got
interesting.
conned by his
That's some
troll.
tea. That's some motherfucking tea. I'm so for real. That's some tea right there. Waiting
So-
to be spilt.
Foe's got himself. Hayden's got Adam.
Fuck, man. You know what? Damn, I'm gonna just have to say my mom, even though she's gone, bro.
She counts. That's fine.
I mean,
Oh, that's a really good one, especially if your mom's passed away. Which I'm sorry for
Yeah.
that.
yeah, that was
Well,
like, I mean, my
see,
granddad too, but I can only choose one. Fuck, I really wanted to say my granddad too, but fuck, man. If I could speak to both of them, I would, dog. But damn, I guess I would have to say mom, just because she was the first real death in the family like I ever had. I never had a death in the family like that before. That shit,
honestly,
damn.
I,
would
I,
have to
rem- I,
say
rem-
her.
I remember the day you told us.
Mhm.
That shit was wild.
Ooh, I couldn't fucking believe it, dog. Like, holy shit, we got home and we were just, dude. My brother was doing everything. All I could do was just sit there and stare, bro, because I just couldn't fucking believe it. I couldn't even speak, bro. But shit, yeah, dead ass. I choose my mom. Just to fuck.
Good answer.
That's a
Very
really
good.
good one.
Damn.
If we were to do just family, yeah, I'd probably do like my great grandmother or something like that.
That's most people's
Oh,
thought process going into this. It's kind of mine.
I'd say honestly, I think I'd probably pick like my grandpa because I never really got a chance to meet him. Like
Yeah.
when I was born, like I only met my grandpa. Like I have like a small memory of him, but that was like back when I was like just when I was just a baby.
Damn, bro.
I recall like I literally recall him like picking me up and we were like sitting there eating breakfast while I was like on my little the little thing where they put babies in where they eat their food or whatever, like that little
got a little chair with a little fucking little tray in front of him.
yep,
Yeah.
Yeah.
literally I shit you not, I do have some like early memories of when I was like a baby, and I do recall like seeing him like just sitting there eating breakfast with my grandma and my
I'm so
grandpa.
sorry.
Fuck,
Very-
man.
Breakfast?
Hmm?
Yeah, what
Damn.
the fuck?
No, that's been like one of the earliest memories I can recall, like ever seeing him. I never got a chance to talk to him or say hi. Like I was still in diapers, and I don't think I like spoke like clear, like I don't think I was able to speak clearly, but all I could say was just say just audible words or whatever the fuck. But anyways,
My man said, "Wah."
yeah, exactly.
Wah wah. Get me the wah wah.
Yeah, no. But what's funny too is like I heard some like wild stories according to my parents about him, and I kind of wish I would have like known him a little bit better. Like if I like a little bit older.
Mm.
The second
Go.
time, like I said, like I never really got a chance to talk to him or say hi or whatever, because the next time I went over to Mexico was for his funeral, and that was it. And I
Damn.
guess
Damn.
that's like the second time I was able to see him. Yeah.
Damn. Well, Charles, have you heard the question, or do I need to repeat it?
Probably repeat it because I was cleaning my feet.
We heard. I saw the text.
Oh.
But the question is, we are excluding religious figures in this, by the way. So just so you get the jump on that. But if you were given 5 minutes left to live, right? You could choose one person to talk to. Who are you picking? You can pick anybody.
Man,
See, it's hard as fuck.
um, damn, that's it's hard because there's so many people that I want to talk to. But
Yeah,
I
it's
think
hard.
probably, I mean, I probably guess like most importantly would have to be like family.
You
Would
have to
be
pick.
like
You have to pick one person.
one person, most definitely, mama, most definite,
Yeah,
most definitely.
that's a solid answer. That's definitely the same answer Hassan gave, but of course for you and I, it's a different scenario than Hassan. But you know, but like I said, I when I saw that question, I pondered the question for 2 weeks, borderlining.
Yeah.
Okay, and I don't know a whole lot of people. I don't talk to a whole lot of people. I actively try to avoid it because I just don't like people. Okay, the people I have is the people I have. So I was kind of going through my people, like who I have that are closest to me that I would want to talk to, whether they're still here or not. And it boiled it down to 3 people, and these 3 people was the hardest decision I had to make, but I came to my dead conclusion. And this person, I did it for the sole purpose of eh, their family and whatever I have to say, uh, whatever it may be, whatever I say can get passed along to everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And oddly enough, it is not my mother. It really isn't. I wish it was, but it wasn't.
Señor Kenny?
No.
What?
Oh, what? Kenny.
The one person on the entire face of this planet that I trust the most to take the last 5 minutes of my breath and whatever I have to say to pass it along to everybody else that I know, that I cherish, that I hold close is Foe.
Mm.
He would be the one person I want to have a 5 minute last conversation with before I peace the fuck out.
Damn, bro.
Mm.
Let's go.
It's odd, but thing is I've been friends.
Appreciate that.
I've been friends. I've been friends with my dude for a long time. Him and I have gotten really close, and he's just as much of a brother to me as any one of y'all motherfuckers are in here. But aside from Charles, I've known him the longest, and you know, if there's anything I have to say or anything that I need to have said to anybody else amongst the people that I know, I can trust him to pass it.
We're definitely getting past, homie.
Told you.
Hmm.
Like I said, I pondered the idea for 2 weeks. And believe me, the toss ups were Foe, my mother, and Kenny.
I
Dude,
can't let go up there. That's wild.
I honestly thought Kenny was going to be the answer. I
Yeah,
Same.
me
really
too.
No.
Bro, I'm not going.
You
Yeah.
would think that. You would think that, and I'm glad y'all thought that, but I mean,
You're gonna see him anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So long as I make it up there, I'm sure my racist comments are probably going to get my ass fucking first round tickets on the way down. But hey,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
live and learn, I guess. but
Going
Um,
like,
but hey man, I the hell? Oh, that's what it is. I have my people. I have my people. And my circle is small, and it stays that way because The people I'm close with are the people that I'm close with, and people who know the most about me are the people who are close to me. What's sad is I can guarantee you right now, if I were to pull up to a family event and there was some fucking stupid ass trivia thing about me, I doubt there would ever be a thing, but hypothetical chance that there was, that there's some trivia thing about me, I'm sure Foe's punk ass would get more answers right than anybody else in my fucking family aside from my parents and Charles.
You're Glock 3000. Get you some answers, homie.
Because I'm sure my cousins would probably be like, bro, what the fuck? I don't even know that shit. I'm just saying. I hold my motherfuckers close, and I do that for legitimate purposes.
Hey, respect, bro.
Respect. I appreciate that.
I-
A lot.
I
Means a lot,
love
Bill.
I love the homies. I will say though, the close fourth, the close fourth, because I gave you out the top three. The close fourth was Carl. And Charles, this is absolutely zero disrespect to you, but like,
Dog, we blood.
well, not so look.
I'll see you around.
Well, not see look. It'd be pulled up and act like, "What's up, Mark? My good buddy." But no, like on a more realistic note, like in a real world, I probably would have picked Charles, but I mean, Charles knows enough about me, and the last thing I want, especially for him, especially for Charles, is to see me in a state like that. I don't want it. I know there's going to come a day where it's unavoidable, but I mean, if I can avoid it for as long as I can, then I'm going to. Just to let y'all motherfuckers know on YouTube right now. He may be bigger than me, he may look older than me, but I am the oldest, and I still take care of his ass.
Even knowing that most people think that I'm older than you.
You look like everyone's dad.
Oh,
I was just talking about that with somebody today. That's ironic as fuck.
Who, me or Charles?
Fucking Chuck, dude. I was just telling
Well, no, it's because
somebody today.
it's because of the way he dresses. My man's be leaving the house in
That
some fucking.
too.
My man's be leaving the house in some damn slide shorts and a fucking hoodie.
What the fuck is wrong with that, bro?
My man's got the dad bod on deck.
Bro,
like
who in the fuck wants to dress up?
football all day.
Who wants to literally dress up like every day? Fuck no, not me, dog.
Bro, I'm saying, motherfuckers be going out on the streets to dress up and look lavish. Fuck no, I'm trying to dress comfy. That's why.
Bro,
This is the secret, bro. This is why I have so much black clothes, bro. It's the easiest choice in the world.
yes, absolutely. Other than my reasons for other reasons. But
Most of my shit's gray or black. I have a few white things, but that's about it.
here is how I look at it. If you're having to literally dress every goddamn day, you're clearly are trying to impress somebody.
Well, I have to, cause you gotta look impressive up where I'm at.
Well, no, but see, but the thing is it's a different thing when it's for work and when it's for like just casual outside business or out like
Oh,
like
yeah.
like
I
like
only do
Outside
that for, like
recreation.
doing a date or some shit, like date night or some shit.
like
Okay,
for,
that's like one thing, but like I'm just talking about like a regular like a regular freaking day off. You're just sitting there just chilling.
Or like
Oh,
you
no,
go
fuck
to,
you,
No.
like a hoodie all
go
day.
to Walmart.
like
Fuck, it's 12. I gotta go, boys. Low key.
so. I'm gonna wrap. I'm gonna wrap this up here before we go into any more in-depth shit. So, anyways, YouTube, if you guys have not done it already, please like, comment, subscribe, fucking hit that bell. In the comments, fucking leave topics that you want us to fucking talk about in the next episode. I try to check them as best I can, but no promises. Anyways,
Nope.
It was homies.
Take care, y'all.
Bye.